So did they end up finding you guilty?
I was facing 17 to 40, and I took a plea for 9. But this what happened, like the shit, my appeal went through.
Okay, so after you took a plea, they gave you 9.
Yeah.
And then you appealed it.
I appealed it because it was gonna have robbery and aggravated robbery on it, and I was appealing the gun charges, basically the carrying and all that, because I had a license. But what they was doing was bullshit too. First, to try to keep me detained, they hit me with a high ass bail. Like, while I was locked up and all that shit, motherfuckers told me they bail was like, 50,000, 75,000, 10,000, and these are murderers. Like, these are lifers, motherfuckers that was never gonna get out when they got filled. You know what I'm saying? But they shit was low as fuck. You know what I'm saying? With the 10% and all that shit, it was low as fuck type. You know what I'm saying? But my shit 150K. You know what I'm saying? And nobody got hurt on the case. Like, nobody. Like, I get that I fired, but god damn, like, nobody got hurt, and I said 150,000.
And this is your first time getting in trouble.
No fucking priors, like none. And it's the thing too, no 10% neither. Straight. Had my mama, you know how you hear something? When I'm in court, my mama heard straight, and it's like she know what it mean, but it's like she went like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, she's trying to figure it out.
Man, nah, she was just,
because it don't make sense.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, straight up. But lo and behold, you know what I'm saying, to the chagrin or whatever motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, I get out, made bail, fucked them ass up. It took DL to tell me, like, bro, you pissed off some niggas, like, when you got out. They thought you was through, and you got out on bail. And I got out before my show. I had a show too. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, so you get out and then
in time for the show, like, type shit.
Make your show. Wow.
Yeah. And on top of that, shot another one video.
So what happens what made you decide to take the plea when what was it about you decided to say, I'm gonna take this plea?
The bullshit with the footage, because I was banking on it. I was banking on the footage from the security cameras outside the fucking Walmart. But I'm banking on it. I never miss a day of court. Even you know how sometimes your lawyer tell you, like, you ain't got to go to this hearing. I went to every fucking hearing. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to see this footage. Because the minute they play the footage, I'm walking. I don't care what nobody say. I was walking. Because clearly that shit came out with all them lights on in the parking lot and all that shit. Man, listen.
So what happened when they showed the footage?
They didn't show no footage because they claim it wasn't none.
All the cameras that's outside in those parking lots, it wasn't none.
Man, this what the shit say. And I'm going to give it to you so you can, you know what I'm saying, no bullshit around. It say, after detaining both occupants of the vehicle during the stop, I went to the Walmart to meet with the manager and review the security footage and incident which took place in the parking lot. I was able to obtain footage of the incident and have the footage saved onto a CD provided by the Walmart manager. I then attempted to locate spent shells. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know what spent shells is? You know what I'm saying? You bust your shit and the shells fall or whatever. Spent shell casings associated with the shooting, along with Lieutenant Phillips. You know what I'm saying? However, they weren't able to locate any shells. But here's the thing, though. The CD with the security footage from the Walmart was logged into property with a fucking tag number, which is your evidence number, a property tag number, whatever. That's what they call it, or whatever, because they don't call it evidence number no more. They fuckery anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It got a fucking tag number on it, your evidence number. But when I went to court, I never seen no fucking footage.
So why they didn't present it?
I didn't find this shit out because they didn't want to release. My lawyer, he did some bullshit too. But these motherfuckers didn't tell me that there was footage that was obtained. I never knew that until I went to jail. So that's the reason why my appeal went crazy as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it got to the point where it's so crazy when my mama, because this is the other thing they do. When you gone, they when you send court paperwork and shit like that, the mail system is against you. The mail room system at your prison is against you. And your fucking your judges and your prosecutors and all of them, they don't send your shit on time. They make it where all your shit is late. You know what I'm saying? So you'll get dismissed basically. But if they late though, guess what? It don't matter. It's still going on. If they late, don't nothing get dismissed. If you late, it's, you know what I'm saying? But this thing too, And then it said that he got the cops seen the footage. He ain't say he seen it when he went to court and all that shit like that, even though he did. You know what I'm saying? The footage itself, somehow that shit just disappeared. You know what I'm saying? Then they said they was looking for shells, right? It say right here, it was 2 shells. But I just told you they said they didn't locate none.
So somebody had to be shooting at you.
And nah, them my shells. They made them disappear. So they didn't even want me to admit to what I was talking about I did, because I was trying to show that it was self-defense and this, that, and that. But they didn't want none of that shit to show up. They didn't want none of all the shit didn't make no sense.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like
So are you saying that was in your mind when the situation happened and you like they fired as well?
Nah, they didn't get the chance.
They didn't get the chance.
Hell no, they didn't get the chance. You know what I'm saying? But you talking about a motherfucker was using whatever pump action, whatever fuck it was supposed to be. But quick draw 5. Anybody know me? You can see like I still got my shit on. I never delete nothing off of my fucking Instagram. You can see that I be at the range. I be using big shit, little shit, whatever. This, that, other. You know what I'm saying? I know how to shoot.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't trying to kill nobody, but I wasn't about to let nobody kill me.
So you appealed, and what ended up happening once you appealed?
I won.
And what did they end up knocking everything?
They knocked 4 years off my 9-year sentence. So I had to still do 5. But I was still appealing while you know what I'm saying, after I you know what I'm saying, went to Pickaway and shit.
Wow. So this is your first time ever getting in trouble. So you're going far away into the prison system. You green as hell when it comes to prison. You've never been. What was that like for you, that first experience?
Fucked up. It ain't for no. I don't wish it on nobody. I got motherfuckers that's on the street that I do and don't like. You know what I'm saying? I got motherfuckers I know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't wish it on my worst enemy. I think that shit terrible. The way they treat a motherfucker is fucked up on every level. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dorm that I stayed in was condemned. Like, come on, I wasn't supposed to be in that building. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really a condemned building. Them motherfuckers, they had a new building, but they got these older buildings. I was in the older buildings.
Damn.
Shit was even bad living conditions, period. And I know it's prison, it's not supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, like home and no shit like that, but we still human. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I thought really, when I was in there, I thought I was going to have more issues with the inmates. I had more issues with, and mind you, I didn't go to like live. I didn't go to, you know what I'm saying, crazy type, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't no level 3, no, I was a level 1, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I thought I was still, because it's still a prison, you know what I'm saying? Most of the motherfuckers that was there were level 3s that came up to be level 2s and shit like that, and this and there like that. But I'm telling you, I had more issues with, you know what I'm saying, the bullshit ass COs and, you know what I'm saying, the African COs and all the motherfuckers. And I really don't be out trying to be nobody's issue. I was just trying to go back to court, do my little time or whatever it is, this, that, and the other, go to the gym, you know what I'm saying, and that's just this, that, and the other. But you know, they will really try to fuck with you and really try to fuck your day up and fuck your bit up and shit like that. They really be trying to do that shit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
And that had to be super hard.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Just because on top of that, too, what happens to your god baby at the time as well, because it's an abrupt disappearance.
I take my hat off to you know, my peoples for sure. They definitely tried to help me when it came to, you know what I'm saying, keeping my connection with her cool, you know what I'm saying? So though I know it was bullshit and it was tough for her, this, that, and other, but at the same time, I called every Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then it switched to just weekends or whatever, this, that, and the other. And you know, she know even though I'm gone, I ain't going nowhere, but you know, it is what it is. Like, the worst, I think, I saw it on her face though when I was in the county, and she had brought her down to see me, this, that, and the other. And you know how the whole, you know what I'm saying, put your hand on the glass and all that, she couldn't touch. she was about to, and she just couldn't, and she cried, and I was like, oh fuck, I done fuck this kid up. That's how I felt about it. But you know, she just tough. That's a tough little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's a tough little kid, man. And I would like to think I got something to do with that, but at the same time, it's just entering that. You know what I mean? I don't got words, you know what I mean? But I love my baby for sure. Straight up.
Yeah, I know that had to be some bullshit. The fact that, what do you feel like you learned from that situation with knowing, like, you know, somebody took your stuff, you just trying to get it back? Did you take away anything from this whole situation that cost you, you know, 5 years?
Some shit that I don't do anyway. That weak ass shit that motherfuckers will tell you, like, you know what I'm saying? But we talking about somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's a civilian gonna tell me, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just you know what I'm saying? I'm just talking in general. A person will say, you know, this is supposed to happen, you know, your thing is called 911, call the police. Them the same police that did this shit to me. Because here's the thing though, when your prosecutor receives evidence from the cops, that's one entity. So they just as dirty as them cops. And you know what I'm saying? People don't realize something else too. And only prosecutors realize this shit. Their job is the word prosecute means to punish. You know what I'm saying? On so many levels. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and other. But here's your thing though. Within reason. You know what I'm saying? For what the fuck you really did do. You know what I'm saying? But they forget that part.
Yeah.
They just be like, oh, it's the name? Okay, I'm gonna send him to jail.
That's all they
you know what I mean?
Taking it off the list.
Yeah, for sure.
And they want to win.
Yeah, for sure.
At the end of the day.
For sure.
And it's in the clear air, you did not know this lady. You know, some people may have thought that this was a girlfriend or, you know, rumor. You know, just rumors. This was
she don't even match the caliber.
So you didn't even know this lady from a cannabis.
Man, when they showed me a picture of her, because I never got face to face to her until I got to court. You know what I'm saying? And really, they didn't even bring her into court because I took the plea and it didn't go to trial. But when I seen her, and then when they compared the pictures to, like, she don't even fit the bill for me. Like, I wouldn't even associate with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but you know what I'm saying? No, I didn't know this bitch. Yeah, like, no.
Now, so you do your time, you know, you stand tall, you like, whatever, I gotta take my time.
And it still ain't over.
Yeah,
it still ain't over. Like, I got an appeal that's still in the courts or whatever for the rest of the charges. But because I went to court once went back and already beat him before I rolled out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still, every time that my shit come up, I get a letter in like a postcard or a letter type of thing in the mail, whatever, something or other, right, to let me know that my court case is coming up.
So you still got to appeal because
I still got to appeal because I'm trying to get them charges knocked the fuck off. Like, you know what I'm saying? But every time I'm getting close to court, I get another one right behind it to say it get rescheduled. So they keep on taking my shit from the top of the list and putting it on the bottom. And I done talked to an attorney already. He tell me, like, when it come to that, because it's post-conviction, it really ain't nothing I can do about getting you in the court. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I even got a chance to stop and talk to a judge. And the judge was like, oh yeah, they do that all the time, but it ain't nothing. You gotta just hope and pray that, you know what I'm saying, they call it and somebody miss it and then you go into court. But if I know my judge and I know my prosecutor, you know, he ain't going. Every time that shit pop up, they getting a continuous, so whatever the fuck they doing, they ain't letting me go into court because they know I win because I already won once.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?